What's going on, everybody? It's just another day in the kitchen, back with another episode, and for this life I cannot change, because in today's video we're throwing it back 7 years to 2017 and taking a look at one of Travis Scott's first collaborations together, his Ksubi jeans collab. Now before we get started, I want to give a special shout out to my boy Strain Beats for cooking up the beats for these videos, so make sure you guys show him some love, and while you're here you might as well drop a like and subscribe, and join our free Discord to stay up to date with the latest and the greatest, and shout out to all my chefs in there. Now, the origin of this Travis Scott Ksubi collaboration takes us all the way back to 2017, where months before the collaboration would be dropped online, he would preview on his Instagram story the following pieces of merch and mention that a capsule was on the way. And it would only be a few months later before LaFlame would be spotted at his 2017 Coachella appearance wearing another piece of merch. And here he is talking more about the collaboration in an interview.
You know, my personality is just like high level rage, high level performance. So I kind of like try to get my fashion input just like on merch, but like any other brand, like with Ksubi, you know, I kind of like to just go with it, you know, their vibe and just kind of like just bring my personality on it.
Now, despite the annoying background music you guys just heard in that interview, LaFlame would of course team up with Ksubi and go on to drop this capsule collaboration in October of 2017. And while most, if not all, Travis Scott collaborations and merch drops usually take place on his own website at shop.travisscott.com, this one was a little bit different and was actually hosted on Ksubi's own website. So I wanted to show you guys what this capsule and collaboration looked like all the way back in 2017. And right off the bat, I would say that they nailed it with the aesthetic. And in addition to the usage of flames as part of Travis Scott's branding in this collaboration, you'll also see a lot of frayed clothing and just clothing that has a lot of rips and tears on it, which Travis Scott will explain a little bit later in this video. Now, unfortunately, I wasn't able to access all of the product links for this one, so I wanted to go ahead and highlight at least some of the pieces that I thought had a little bit more effort to them and that were a little bit more lit. Now, when it comes to the cost and retail prices of this Travis Scott Ksubi collaboration, unfortunately, I wasn't able to pinpoint exact retail prices, but according to a Complex article in 2017, the collection ranged anywhere from $132 for the cheapest, in my opinion probably one of these t-shirts, up to $500 in my opinion, which was probably the bomber jacket which we saw at the beginning of the video. However, with that being said and money aside, I have to say that I really enjoyed this Ksubi Travis Scott collaboration. And while I did come across some number of hater comments while researching this video, I came across even more that were mentioning just how upset they were that they couldn't come across this denim piece right here. So I just wanted to highlight it for you guys and see what you guys think about it, because apparently it was one of the more sought after pieces from this collaboration. And something else I found a bit interesting when you compare the style of Travis in these photos versus his style during the Astroworld era as well as even today is that it's all pretty consistent and similar in the sense that he's always been known for wearing jeans or some kind of baggy type of pant with also some kind of distressed or vintage style top. So all of this I think makes sense, and I think it's cool to see it all play out. Now, if you want to get your hands on some of these pieces today, 7 years later, they are available on websites such as Grailed, but as always, I say to do your research. With all of these things, if the price is too good to be true, it likely is, so always keep that in mind. Now, as far as my own favorite pieces from the Ksubi collection, I definitely have to go with these two shirts right here. First of which I feel like could even pass as Utopia merch if you replace the word eternal with Utopia, and honestly just fits his whole aesthetic and vibe overall. And this piece right here, which definitely belongs to the Birds era and is honestly a really slept on piece. Now, in addition to the limited online release that took place for this collection, there was also an exclusive pop-up event that took place in New York City. Fans were able to not only pick up pieces of the merch, but also have the opportunity to meet LaFlame himself, which is something that I wish would come back today. And in addition to the life meaning behind the symbolism, he would also go on to mention later in the interview that it was also influenced by Texas culture and that he really wanted to just deconstruct some clothes. And in wrapping up his interview, he goes on to mention that this collaboration was the first time he really had the freedom to design the type of clothes that he would wear while hanging out at the house and while being out on the go. Now, to preface this next clip, like I mentioned, Travis did actually pop up at these events, and this is how it actually went down, so stay tuned.
I get a DJ and board. I'm going over the water. I collect watches like hoarders. I really came out the soil, got 'em.
And in true Travis Scott fashion, it didn't take long for LaFlame to find a microphone and start to perform. And even if he didn't have a mic on him at the time, you can see that he was setting up the vibes for the next performance. And although LaFlame was only rumored to have performed a song or two, it wouldn't be long before Cactus Jack label mate Kanyewest would get on the mic and also have his own lit performance. Now, I don't know about you guys, but after seeing the footage from that pop-up and after seeing all of these designs, I have to say that this collection was pretty damn successful. And speaking about Travis's motivation, I also found this clip about him talking about merch designs.
It's like this cartoon that goes on in my head all the time. And I just kind of like, I'm just like Pixar, man. I'm just trying to like design, like make this like the highest level or whatever mood I'm in, you know? It's like, I just try to translate that mood, whatever time zone we in, you know, cater to that too.
Now, if you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching and let me know your thoughts in the comments. One thing I think is definitely missed in today's game are these dope pop-up shops where the artist actually attends. So just imagine being able to see one of your favorite artists, let alone LaFlame like this, and even getting him to possibly sign some of the merch that you're picking up. And while this Ksubi collaboration was quite early in Travis Scott's career, I think it's honestly so cool to be able to look back and see the evolution of not only his aesthetics, but also the symbolism, and also see how he's kept some of the same themes such as the flames and skeletal type shit as well. Now, for those of you that are interested, LaFlame also had another collaboration pop-up shop in 2017 titled the Hood Toyota Tour, which I'll go ahead and link in the description as well. Now, as always, guys, thank you so much for cooking with the kitchen. Remember to stay safe out there, and remember, it's lit. Straight up, and peace. And don't forget to join the free Discord. Ya dig?